Hi guys, back with another video for you today here at Esxence in Milan. I'm with Sarah Baker.
Hi, good to see you.
She's launching a couple of fragrances, one new one, and two of the fragrances from the Peach trilogy are now selling individually as well.
That's right. Maybe some of you are familiar with the Peach trilogy.
The Peach's Revenge has been very popular, and so Sarah has launched like remixes, sort of flankers of the original Peach's Revenge. Can you tell us a little bit about the differences between the three?
Yeah, totally. So Peach's Revenge is it's a gourmand fragrance. It's very fruit forward. It's got a guava and peach, and it has some spices, and it's very warming. It has like a kind of ambery, woody note, and it has a big projection. And it was a great success last year at Esxence. A lot of people really loved it. So we decided to release two adjacent perfumes. Pastel Rumours is like, we're calling it the little sister of Peach's Revenge. So it's kind of...
the little sister?
Yeah. So
Okay.
she's kind of like a little bit more fun, a little bit more flirty. She's a little bit creamier, a little bit cloudier, like as if you're in the clouds, like in the sky. You know, it's kind of like dreamy and airy. It's still very fruity.
It's fruity, yeah.
It's tangy.
I thought Fruit Loops, right?
Yeah, Fruit Loops. It kind of has like a colorful vibe to it, which is why we use, pastel, that word. It kind of has this like pastel rainbow effect.
Can we smell?
Of course, yeah, totally. So Pastel Rumours, I think, so this one is also Eau de Parfum. So it's a little bit lighter. It doesn't have the kind of dark woody notes as well that the Peach's Revenge has.
Yeah, I like the tartness with this one, and it brings out this kind of like rainbow of colors.
Yeah, it's like fun. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit more youthful, perhaps.
Yeah, it's definitely younger and easier to wear, and also more of like a summery, freshy. I'm not saying it's like an uber fresh fragrance.
Yeah, it's not like a aquatic fresh or anything in that realm, but it has like a summery summer vibe.
Yeah. This is fun. I like this one.
Thanks. And then we have Rococo Pie. So Rococo Pie is a pretty big departure in a way in that it's not as fruit forward. There isn't really that guava peach tanginess.
Is this the older sister?
Yes. This is the sophisticated sister. And she's like, we write a script for every story, and this story takes place in a Venetian masked ball, and there's like a Casanova and a love affair. It's very fun. So we think of this one as being a little bit more sophisticated. It has jasmine and sandalwood.
Less fruity for sure.
It's definitely less fruity. It still has like
It
gourmand
does have
touches.
a fruitness, yeah, under there.
And it definitely is like on the buttery side. Like you can almost like taste and feel the kind of buttery crust and like the sugar crystals on like the beautiful pie, which is why we use the word pie.
By the way, your booth is amazing with
Thank
what
you.
you've put up and all the. It's basically what you have here on the wall is your packaging design.
Yeah, so it's we have like a gigantic version of this on the back wall, and yeah,
That's so cool.
We're using the illustration this year. We kind of use a little bit of a Rococo theme just because of the Rococo pie.
Advice for brands: don't put black, put white, because the
really?
videos turn out much better.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I like the simplicity of the white. It's also just fresher. And for us, like everything, especially with the monotone, then the orange caps kind of really pop. They really stand out. So for us, that's why we keep it simple.
Cool, yeah. And so going back
But saying that is like really over the top.
No, I think it
Simple,
looks
but,
great.
like, maximal.
Lighting wise, it's awesome. It brings out our colors.
Yeah.
But going back to the fragrances,
Okay.
they're now available individually.
That's right, yeah. So this is the 100 ml. We also have 50 ml, and they're available now. They're actually up on the website. They're on pre-order, and they're shipping mid-March.
But to clarify, there's an Eau de Parfum and an Extrait. So
Yeah.
the original Peach's Revenge was an Extrait,
Yes.
and Pastel Rumours is an Eau de Parfum.
Yes.
And Rococo Pie is back to Extrait de Parfum.
Yeah, so Rococo Pie is Extrait, and it's also like the reason why we kind of hesitated to release it individually is that the juice is incredibly expensive for us. So we actually had to raise the price of Rococo Pie. So it's a little bit more expensive as well.
Okay. So now you have...
Apologies, but
Apologies.
otherwise we wouldn't have been able to release it. And so many people have been saying, we want Rococo Pie and we want Pastel Rumours individually.
Okay,
which
makes
is
sense.
kind of fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be able to have these available.
Cool. So you also have another fragrance you're launching
Yes.
during Esxence.
Yeah, so this
It's
one
completely different and
totally
unrelated
different.
to Peach's Revenge.
And it's not a gourmand.
It's not a gourmand.
No.
It's more daring.
Yes, it's really
It's an out there fragrance.
It's quite artistic. It's called Prism Head, and it's by Miguel Matos, who did Jungle Jezebel for us. And so it's kind of like our daring fragrances, our unique fragrances. So when somebody says, what can I smell that's like really interesting and unique and nobody else has it? Jungle Jezebel is usually what we show them, and Prism Head I think would be something that we would show them as well.
Well, I find this one easier to wear in comparison to Jungle
Yeah.
Jezebel because it does feature patchouli, but it's very mushroomy and earthy, almost like how the mushroom grows under the earth. So it has these kind of soily qualities.
Yes, it has a material in the perfume called jasmine, and jasmine is like in the family of petrichor, and so it actually really has like a wet soil,
It's
like
damp.
a dampy, dirty smell to it, which kind of is really nice in conjunction with the mushrooms and the patchouli and the cannabis. So it has this kind of like earthy, gothic, hippie kind of like back to like your teenage rebellion years.
I think the patchouli's earthiness lends itself to the geosmin quite
Yeah.
a bit. So
Yeah, I
they
think
do
so.
work wonderfully together. Isn't there also cannabis here?
There is, yeah. There's a cannabis note. There's vetiver, and there's a cassis. Some people are like love or hate with cassis,
Cassis
which
is challenging
it's
for
a
me.
challenging material that kind of smells like unwashed hair. So often it's like, why would you put that in your perfume?
Sounds kind of nasty, doesn't it? Unwashed hair.
Are we selling this perfume to you or what? I mean, it's like it's a really interesting fragrance though. So I mean,
It's used perfectly here. It's
Yeah.
not. It doesn't overwhelm because sometimes it can be very overwhelming, and this is very wearable.
yeah, totally.
But
I mean,
still, not in a mass way. This is.
no, it's
this-
niche.
Yeah, it's totally niche.
It's definitely a niche fragrance, and it's definitely an artistic fragrance.
This might be my favorite of his fragrances.
That's awesome.
I really like it.
Yeah, Miguel is a really interesting perfumer, and when he first showed me Jungle Jezebel, he actually hadn't had any other perfumes published.
Oh, so that was
we
his
were
very
the
first.
brand to publish one of his fragrances, and it's just like it's been really interesting because his fragrances are definitely out there. They're like really fun, and they has definitely a specific style, but this one I really like. It's really awesome.
So when you look at Jungle Jezebel and you look at the Prism Head,
Yeah.
how do you think people will receive it?
Um,
Because Jungle Jezebel is very polarizing. It's got a lot of civet.
Totally. Yeah, Jungle Jezebel, you have to, if you don't like civet, then you're not gonna like Jungle Jezebel. It's very, very civet heavy, but it also has like a banana bubblegum and like a lot of florals. So it's really fun. It's really fruity. So yeah, I mean, people hate it or love it, and that's fine. I mean, you know, Miguel and I are like, we've made peace with that. Like, you know, Andy Warhol said, don't read your reviews, just count your reviews. And that's kind of how I feel about Jungle Jezebel, because Jungle Jezebel is definitely a polarizing fragrance. So, you know, and with Prism Head, by the way, when I smelled Prism Head just on the strip, like the first kind of time I was testing it, I was like, it's very kind of sharp. It's a little medicinal. I wasn't really sure. But then when I wore it on my skin, it kind of really softens up. And after like about an hour, it's really wearable, and it's kind of like a comforting patchouli blanket. It's just kind of really a nice, cozy, actually, fragrance to wear. I'm talking about Prism Head now, not Jungle
makes
Jezebel.
sense.
Yeah, but I mean, well, I find Jungle Jezebel really fun and cozy to wear as well. But I don't know, Prism Head, I think I always tell people, try it on your skin, because it behaves very differently, and it changes over time. Just like Jungle Jezebel, it really changes through the course of the wearing.
You know how I envision this fragrance when they show you those fast motion video of plants growing?
Yeah.
So I envision the dirt and also the mushrooms blooming
Yeah.
and opening up.
Yeah.
Because it's totally very, very earthy. Like you can smell the damp earth, the soil. Like it's been watered, and then the vegetables, or mushrooms in this case, are blossoming and growing and becoming actual vegetables.
Totally. That's a great way to
You
describe
should
it.
make an ad for this with the mushrooms
Yeah.
growing out of the earth.
We actually have some photography that hopefully you can use in this video that is like, it's got a lot of damp soil and it's very rooting. I feel it does a really good job of portraying like the fragrance. It really feels like you're about to plant something. You know, it has that kind of rootiness. And you know, each one of our fragrances comes with a script when you buy a full-size bottle. And for the script for Prism Head, it's about two hikers who got lost in the woods after a storm. So lots of rain. and then they find like a cabin, and there's like Jimi Hendrix and Pink Floyd playing out of the cabin
Wow.
in the woods.
You've
And
really
then they
painted
go
a picture.
and then they go on like they get served tea by the hippies who are living in this cabin, and it's hallucinogenic mushroom tea.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Have you had some?
I have.
Okay.
Of course. That's why this is reminding me of like my kind of rebellion. It's a really rebellious like teenage years when you did things like experiment with mushrooms and cannabis. When I was 14, I was like wearing patchouli oil and smoking a lot of pot. So that was me at age 14, and that's exactly what this is bringing me back to.
Okay. I love that. So these fragrances are now selling on your website?
Yeah, all three of them.
And will they hit retailers?
Yeah,
They will
totally.
hit the-
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And in
yeah.
San Francisco, you're at ZGO Perfumery?
Yeah, at ZGO Perfumery, and we already have the Peach Trilogies at ZGO Perfumery, so, and Lucky Scent as well. Lucky Scent has ordered, so they're going to soon have the Rococo Pie and Pastel Rumours in the 50 ml size. So, and we've also got Jovoy, Mayfair, and we have retailers around the world. And
Awesome.
Yeah, we've let them know, and they're placing orders for the new ones. So watch out.
Cool. Lastly, what should we look forward to for you in the future?
We have some fun stuff coming up. Like we are really excited about a few different directions that we're taking. One of them is I don't want to give away too much, but like
a little hint is good. A little hint is good.
Okay, so one of them is like the opposite of Prism Head, right? It's like it's like clean. We've got like something clean coming forward from us on the one hand, and then on the other hand, we have
something dirty.
On the other hand, we have another trilogy coming out actually that is like a vanilla forward trilogy. So yeah, that's what we're working on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Exciting stuff.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, you're welcome. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you're curious to discover these fragrances, head to your local stores that sell Sarah Baker's fragrances.
All of our retailers are listed on our website, so you'll find them.
Or you can order samples from your website, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Cool. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one.
Bye.